So, as you guys know, I got banned from Topstep the other day. That means my three 50k funded accounts have been wiped, taken off of me, and my two evals that I was one trade away from passing also been taken away. Now, in this video, I'm going to clarify why I got banned, and I'm also going to go over why or what I'm going to do next. I'm going to go over what are my next steps. So let's get into why did I get banned? Why did Topstep say I allegedly got banned? Okay, reason number one I allegedly got banned was because of the card details. And by the way, when I tell you guys this, I just want you guys to know so you guys do not make these same mistakes. Please use this video, use how sad I looked in the last video, and just listen to these things and make sure you don't make the same mistakes as I did. That's really all I want people to get out of this video. So yeah, reason number one, allegedly, was the card details. There were different card details. So make sure, whoever is on the account, you are using the same account, the same payment card to pay for your accounts as you are the person submitting the forms, I guess. And then reason number two was they said something was sketchy with the KYC, which is basically the tax form. They said they just didn't like how it was filled out. They said it was sketchy. So allegedly, they think there's something wrong with it, which is annoying. I am going to try appeal this. I'll make another video letting you guys know if they do successfully let me have my accounts back, but I've accepted it's probably not going to happen, right? So what is next? What am I going to do now I have had all my fundeds taken away? So now it's been 3 days. I got my accounts taken away Tuesday evening. So Wednesday, Thursday, I was just demo trading, to be honest. And I did take one win, but I did take two losses. I don't think I was trading properly on demo. So there were three options with where I could go next. I'm going to go over the three options now. So option number one. What was option number one? Option number one was to give up until I am an adult. Now, I'm an adult in 6 months, so that would be 6 months of no progress. But the reason I was thinking that, at first, bear in mind, I was pretty emotional in the moment. It was pretty annoying. Your mind is going to play tricks with you in the moment. It's just because it would be easier running it all by myself without any parental permission, having to faff around with that. So that was the first option. But when I think back 6 months ago and 6 months before that, because I've been trading almost a year at this point, 6 months not trading going into the future, a lot of progress could have been made, or can still be made. Because especially considering I was compounding my shit, I knew how to trade, I still know how to trade, and I was already stacking payouts. I was on 5 individual payouts at this point within the last 6 weeks. I was like, the next 6 months can be nuts. And when I look back at the previous 6 months, 6 months prior to this, I couldn't even get close to even passing an account, never mind multiple payouts. And if I go 6 months before that, I don't even think I knew how to place a damn trade. I don't even think I knew what liquidity was. I didn't know what a breaker structure was. I didn't know what a fair value gap was. I didn't know any of this 6 months, so 12 months ago. So the amount of progress you can make in 6 months, it's not worth getting 6 months down the line and being like, damn, imagine the progress I could have made if I just didn't fucking stop doing this. So that was the first option, which I did not go with, right? Option number two was trade my own capital. So like I said, I had got a few payouts before the ban. Bear in mind, not all my payouts had come through, but I collected about $2,000 from the payouts. So I was thinking, okay, I'm pissed off by prop firms. Why don't we just start my own account, my own $1,000 account, and scale it? It might take 4 months to scale it, but then I'll be at the point where I'm making $1,000. But I just, you know, the more I thought about it, the more I got out the emotional state of just losing all my accounts. I was like, that is such a beginner mentality to have. Oh yeah, if I like make this profit this week and then the next week I make the same profit and then I average it out and this is the average profit I'm making. Because I have proven I know how to trade. I've proven I know how to trade. I've proven I can trade, and I've proven in the last 5 weeks I have traded properly. So on paper now, it seems like, yeah, you could scale the live account and be making $1,000 a trade 4 months down the line, you know? And that's a nice amount to make per trade. But on paper, what happens if I lose my first trade? What happens if I win my first trade and I get overconfident? What if the psychology is different? And this is what now I understand a year into this journey compared to a complete beginner who's trying to like flip accounts really quick. I now understand trading sounds nice on paper, but in reality is completely different. So what if my mentality, my psychology is completely different when I'm risking my own 1,000 compared to obviously investing my own money into prop firm capital? Right, so that was option number 2, which I did not end up going with, just because losing 1,000 of my own dollars does not sound nice, and I don't really believe I'd be able to compound an account. I would rather, if I was to use live capital, not have to compound it and just be able to trade off of whatever live capital I already have. So that was not a great option once I cleared my head. The third option, and the option I have ended up going with, is selling a mentorship to you guys watching this. So if you go in the link below, you guys can now feed my income by paying for the $997 a month course mentorship I have in the description. And I'm kidding, I don't actually have any mentorship I'm selling. So many people just clicked off then, or they're already typing comments, you're a piece of shit. But no, the third option is just to stick with funded, just go to a different firm. So that's what I've done. I've gone to a different firm. I'm not going to be discussing what firm I am with. I'll probably accidentally leak it at some point because I'm a dumbass. But I'm going to a different firm. I have already bought 2 100k accounts, and I'm going to be trading them. I'm going to be trading them today. Evals, hopefully we can pass them relatively quick. Trade properly, pass them quick, and just get back to where we were beforehand. And, you know, yeah, that's the option I've gone with. I bought 2 more accounts on a different firm, 200k in capital, 200k worth of evals, cost me roughly 200 quid. So, yeah, it's the most logical option for me. I actually asked some people online. I had a reply. I don't know if you guys know Riley Bofer. He actually replied to me. I asked him what would be better, 1k or 1k live, or just keep trying different firms, and he said different firms. So I've gone with different firms because he seems like a reputable source. So thank you to Riley for like putting me on a straight path and not making me, you know, sway away to doing something stupid and blowing a load of money. That definitely pushed me over, or helped me push me over to just sticking with the fundeds, even though I've had a bad experience. So I'm going to be trading them on live every single day. You guys can watch the lives, you know, little plug now. I know the one earlier was a joke, but this one's serious. If you subscribe, you'll be more likely to see the live streams, see the journey, learn from me, because again, I do know how to trade. I just want to clear up, I have not been banned because I don't know how to trade. I've basically been banned from Topstep because I am too good at trading at too young of an age. There you go. That's the reason, allegedly. Allegedly, that's the reason I have been banned. So, yeah, I'm going to be trying to pass these. Subscribe. I'm going to be documenting the whole comeback because, you know, the best mentality to have is setbacks are just setups for comebacks. So we're going to stick with that mentality, stick with the positive mentality, see the glass, the cup half full instead of half empty, because at the end of the day, I know how to trade and we will be back. So thank you guys for the support. Subscribe if you want to join the Discord community, link in description. See you guys whenever. All right, peace.